Up, the 1936 Lincoln wheat penny from the Philadelphia Mint is a fascinating piece for collectors. Let's delve into its history, design, and current market value. In 1936, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 309 million of these pennies, identifiable by the absence of a mint mark designed by Victor David Brenner. The obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases two wheat stalks encircling the denomination. The condition of a coin significantly influences its value. In good condition G4, a 1936 no-mint mark penny might be worth around 17 cents. An uncirculated example graded MS63 can fetch approximately $11. Coloration also plays a role. Coins with a red hue are more sought after than their brown counterparts. In 2022, a 1936 no-mint mark penny graded MS69 R D sold for an astounding $16,620, underscoring the premium for top-quality specimens. Next up, the 1940 Lincoln wheat penny is a cherished piece among collectors, especially those minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark. Today, we'll explore the value of these coins in the current market, designed by Victor D. Brenner. The obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, marking a significant shift in U.S. coinage by depicting a real person. The reverse showcases two wheat stalks encircling the denomination, giving rise to the term wheat penny with a mintage exceeding 586 million. The 1940 no-mint mark wheat penny is relatively common. However, its condition and coloration significantly influence its value. In circulated conditions, these pennies typically range from a few cents to around $0.85. For instance, a coin in extremely fine EF40 condition might fetch about $0.35, while an about uncirculated AU58 example could be valued up to $0.85. Error coins. Uncirculated coins, especially those with their original red luster, command higher prices. A Mint State 65, MS65, red specimen can range between $4.50 and $12. Error coins. Top-tier examples, like an MS68 red 1940 wheat penny, have achieved remarkable auction results. In 2011, such a coin sold for $11,500. More recently, in 2022, an MS68 red specimen fetched $8,050 at auction. The coin's color also plays a pivotal role in its valuation. Coins are categorized as brown BN, red brown RB, or red RD, with red examples being the most sought after due to their original mint luster. In summary, while the 1940 no mint mark wheat penny is common, specimens in superior condition with original red coloration hold significant value in today's market. Collectors should assess both the grade and color to determine a coin's true worth. Next up, the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark, especially when it's seen better days. Let's uncover the history, significance, and current market value of this intriguing coin. During World War II, the United States faced a copper shortage, leading the U.S. Mint to produce pennies from zinc-coated steel in 1943. By 1944, the Mint returned to using copper, primarily sourced from recycled shell casings. However, a few 1944 pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover steel planchets from 1943, resulting in the rare and valuable 1944 steel wheat pennies. Most 1944 pennies were minted in copper and are relatively common. However, the 1944 steel wheat penny without a mint mark is an exceptional rarity, with only 20 to 40 known to exist. Identifying this rare coin involves a few simple tests. First, the magnet test. Steel pennies are magnetic, while copper ones are not. If your 1944 penny sticks to a magnet, it might be steel. Second, the weight test. Steel pennies weigh approximately 2.7 grams, whereas copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams. The value of a 1944 steel wheat penny varies significantly based on its condition. Here's a breakdown of estimated values in today's market: 5,000 to 7,500. Celebrate Recovery, Fort Wayne, 10,000 to 15,000. Celebrate Recovery, Fort Wayne, +1. Learn CPR, +1, $25,000 to $35,000. Celebrate Recovery, Fort Wayne, $50,000 to $75,000. $100,000 to $150,000, plus the U.S. Sun, +2. Celebrate Recovery, Fort Wayne, +2. Learn CPR, +2. Notably, a 1944 steel penny graded MS-63 sold for $115,000 in 2007, and another graded MS-64 fetched $180,000 in 2023. These figures underscore the coin's rarity and the premium collectors are willing to pay. On the other hand, a typical 1944 copper wheat penny without a mint mark, especially in heavily worn or damaged condition, holds modest value. In very fine condition, it's worth around 10 cents, and in extremely fine condition, about 20 cents. Uncirculated coins with an MS-63 grade can fetch around $1, while those with an MS-65 grade may sell for approximately $5. While the standard 1944 copper pennies may not make you rich, the elusive 1944 steel wheat penny is a numismatic treasure. If you suspect you have one, it's advisable to seek authentication from professional grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to confirm its authenticity and condition. Next up, the 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, might just surprise you. Let's dive into its value in today's market, even in dirty or worn condition. The 1958 Wheat Penny is part of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, minted from 1909 to 1958. This coin features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the classic wheat ears on the reverse. With over 252 million produced in Philadelphia, this coin is not considered rare at first glance. However, condition and errors can make a huge difference in its value. If you find a 1958 wheat penny in average, circulated condition, dirty, worn, or even slightly corroded, it typically holds a value of about 3 to 10 cents. That's still more than its face value, but not exactly a fortune. So, what makes a 1958 wheat penny truly valuable? Key factors include its condition, whether it has errors, and if it is in an uncirculated state. A high-grade, red-toned penny can be worth over $10, while rare error coins have sold for thousands. One of the rarest and most sought-after varieties is the 1958 double-die obverse penny. With only a few confirmed examples, these coins have fetched over $100,000 at auction. If you think you have one, get it professionally graded. It could be life-changing. While a dirty 1958 wheat penny isn't worth much on its own, rare varieties can bring in serious money. Always inspect your coins carefully, because you never know when you might strike numismatic gold. If you love coin collecting and want to discover more valuable finds, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Who knows? Your next penny might be worth thousands. Next up, the 1924 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, even in less than perfect condition. The 1924 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the absence of a mint mark beneath the date. With over 75 million of these coins produced, they are relatively common. However, Their value can vary significantly based on their condition, in good condition, which means the coin has significant wear, but all major details are still visible. A 1924 no-mint mark penny is typically valued around 35 cents. If the coin is in very fine condition, showing moderate wear with clear details, its value increases to approximately $1. For those coins that have been well preserved and are in extremely fine condition, with only slight wear and sharp details, collectors might pay around $6. Uncirculated coins, which have never been used in commerce and retain their original luster, are even more valuable. An MS-60 grade uncirculated 1924 no mint mark penny can fetch about $25, while an MS-63 grade might reach up to $50. It's important to note that these values are approximate and can fluctuate based on the coin market and individual collector interest. Factors such as rarity, demand, and the coin's specific characteristics play crucial roles in determining its worth. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or new to coin collecting, understanding the value of coins like the 1924 Lincoln Wheat penny can enhance your appreciation for these historical artifacts. Always consider consulting with a professional coin appraiser to get the most accurate assessment of your coin's value. 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat penny. While it might appear common at first glance, certain factors can elevate its value significantly. Let's explore what makes this coin special and how much it's worth in today's market. In 1952, the Denver Mint produced over 746 million of these pennies. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the obverse features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse showcases two wheat stalks framing the words, "1 cent now, let's talk value." For a 1952 D wheat penny in good condition, meaning it has noticeable wear, but all major details are still visible, it's typically worth around $0.06 to $0.12. However, as the coin's condition improves, so does its value. In extremely fine condition, where only slight wear is visible, the value can rise to approximately 15 cents. Uncirculated coins, those that have never been in circulation and show no wear, can fetch between 75 cents to $1.85, $2.33, depending on their grade. But here's where it gets interesting. Coins with rare mint errors, or those in exceptional condition, can command much higher prices. For instance, a 1952 D penny graded MS-67 plus RD, a top-tier grade indicating a red-colored, nearly flawless coin, sold for $3,840 at a heritage auction in 2023. Another notable variety is the 1952 DS repunched mint mark error. This occurs when an S mint mark from the San Francisco Mint was mistakenly stamped beneath the D of the Denver Mint. Such errors are rare and sought after by collectors. One example in MS-66 RD grade sold for $650 on eBay in 2019. So, if you come across a 1952 D wheat penny, take a closer look. Its condition, color, and any unique characteristics could mean it's worth more than just a cent. Happy hunting! Next up, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny minted in Philadelphia, which bears no mint mark when graded in extra fine condition. The 1956 wheat penny is part of the Lincoln series minted from 1909 to 1958. Produced in vast quantities, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 420 million of these coins, making them relatively common today. In extra fine condition, where the coin shows light wear but retains most of its details, the 1956 wheat penny typically holds a value of approximately 12 to 18 cents. It's important to note that coin values can fluctuate based on factors like market demand and the coin's specific characteristics. For instance, ungraded coins in circulated condition are valued around 6 cents, while those in uncirculated MS-60 condition can reach up to $1.22. However, certain variations and errors can significantly increase a coin's worth. For example, the 1956 D wheat penny has a notable variety known as the D above shadow D error, where the D mint mark appears above a shadow of another D. This error can elevate the coin's value to around $100 in very fine condition. Additionally, some 1956 pennies were mistakenly struck on dime planchets, resulting in a smaller, lighter coin. These errors are highly sought after, with values ranging from $1,500 to $1,700, depending on condition. In summary, while a standard 1956 wheat penny in extra fine condition holds modest value, remaining vigilant for minting errors and unique variations can lead to the discovery of coins worth significantly more. Next up, the 1944 S. Lincoln wheat penny, even in extra dirty condition. At first glance, a dirty old penny might not seem like much. But hold on, because this coin could be hiding surprising value beneath all that grime. The 1944 S. wheat penny was minted in San Francisco, with over 282 million made. It features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, a design used from 1909 to 1958. Now, if your 1944 S penny is in poor or extra dirty condition, don't expect a fortune. But here's the deal. Even worn-down coins can fetch $0.15 to $0.50, depending on metal value and demand. But if it's in better shape, say fine or uncirculated, it could be worth $1 to $10 or more. And rare error coins from 1944, FEE. Those can go for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If your penny's just dirty, but otherwise undamaged, it's worth holding on to or gently cleaning carefully to preserve any potential value. Remember, improper cleaning can destroy a coin's value. If you're unsure, have it looked at by a professional or send it to a grading service. So, is that extra dirty 1944 AS penny in your pocket a hidden gem? 1956 Abraham wheat penny with the D mint mark, and we'll uncover just how much it's worth in today's market. So, if you've got one of these coins lying around in your collection or even in your change jar, you're going to want to stick around for this. Before we get into the current value, let's take a brief look at the history of the 1956 wheat penny. This penny, which features the iconic design by Victor David Brenner, has been a staple in American currency since 1909. The front features Abraham Lincoln, and the back shows 2 wheat stalks, giving it the name wheat penny. The 1956 penny is particularly interesting because of its mint mark, located on the obverse just beneath the date. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where these coins were produced. So, if you happen to have a 1956 penny with the D mint mark, you're holding on to a piece of history. But just how valuable is it? First off, let's talk about the condition of the coin. The value of any coin, especially something like the 1956 wheat penny, really depends on its grade. A coin in good condition, which means it shows clear signs of wear, but all the major features are still visible, will typically be worth a bit more than one in poor condition. When it comes to grading, a good coin is one that has noticeable wear but still retains key features like Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks. In terms of value, a 1956 wheat penny in good condition with a D mint mark is worth approximately 10 cents to 20 cents, roughly 10 to 20 cents, depending on demand and the coin's exact wear. But if you have a 1956 D wheat penny in better condition, let's say very good or fine, then the value starts to rise. You might be looking at anywhere from 50 cents to $1, or even a bit more, depending on the specific grading and market conditions. Now, here's the exciting part. If you happen to have a really high-quality 1956 D penny, perhaps in extra fine or mint state condition, you're looking at a potential value of around $5 to $10 or more. Coins like this are rarer, and collectors love them, so the price jumps significantly when a coin is well preserved. Keep in mind, the value of your 1956 wheat penny can also fluctuate depending on market demand and the current state of coin collecting trends. Coins in pristine condition, like those with uncirculated or proof-like finishes, can fetch much higher prices. The highest values are typically seen for coins in near-perfect condition, but these are not as common. So, if you've got a 1956 D wheat penny in good condition, it might not make you rich, but it could still be a neat little treasure in your collection. And who knows? If the coin market heats up, it could be worth more in the future. Next up, the 1943 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Steel penny with the D mint mark. If you've got one of these unique pennies, you might be holding on to a rare treasure. Stick around to find out just how much it's worth in today's market. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1943 wheat penny so special? Well, during World War II, copper was in short supply, so the U.S. Mint switched the composition of the penny to steel, coated with zinc, for 1 year only 1943. And to make it even more interesting, the 1943 penny with the D mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint. These 1943 steel pennies are quite different from the usual copper pennies. The first thing you'll notice is the color. It's a shiny, silvery steel rather than the traditional copper. And of course, the D mint mark, found just beneath the date, indicates that it was produced in Denver. So, now that we know what makes this penny unique, let's talk about its value. The worth of a 1943 D wheat steel penny depends on its condition, just like any other coin. If your 1943 D wheat penny is in fine condition, that means it shows some wear, but the details are still clear and distinct. The wheat stalks, Lincoln's profile, and other features are still well defined, though there's a bit of fading. Now, here's the exciting part. A 1943 D wheat steel penny in fine condition can fetch anywhere from $1 to $2 in today's market. While this might not seem like a huge amount, keep in mind that this penny is still sought after by collectors, and it's one of the more affordable and interesting coins from that era. If your 1943 D steel penny is in good or fair condition, the value drops a bit, usually around 50 cents to $1. This is because, as the coin deteriorates, it loses some of the finer details, which makes it less valuable to collectors. However, if you're lucky enough to have a 1943 D steel penny in very fine or extra fine condition, then you could see it worth $5 to $10 or even more, depending on the specific demand at the time. Coins in higher grades can be much rarer and more desirable. Now, if you have a 1943 D steel penny that's in mint state, meaning it's essentially flawless, and looks as though it just left the mint, then you're looking at a significant increase in value. These high-grade coins can easily be worth $20 to $40, or even higher, depending on the current market trends. While most 1943 D steel pennies aren't worth a fortune, they are highly collectible and hold historical value, especially when they're in excellent condition. And since only a limited number of these steel pennies were made during the wartime copper shortage, they're always in demand among collectors. So, if you find a 1943 D wheat steel penny in your collection, don't overlook it. With its unique history and design, it's a coin worth paying attention to. Just be sure to check the condition, as that plays a big role in determining its market value. Next up, the 1943 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is one of the most sought-after coins in the world. If you have one, you might be holding on to a small treasure. Stay tuned as we reveal its current market value and what makes it so special. During World War II, the U.S. needed copper for war production, so in 1943, the U.S. Mint switched from copper to steel for pennies. But a few leftover copper planchets from 1942 mistakenly made their way into the presses, creating the ultra-rare 1943 copper penny. Most 1943 pennies you'll find are made of steel, which gives them a silver-like appearance. But if you find one that looks like a regular copper penny, here's how to check if it's real one. The magnet test. If your penny sticks to a magnet, it's steel, not copper. The weight test. A genuine 1943 copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a steel penny weighs 2.7 grams. Now, let's talk value. A 1943 copper penny from the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark can be worth an astonishing amount. Here are the latest estimated values. Good condition, $100,000 to $175,000. Extremely fine, $225,000 to $260,000. Mint state, MS64 plus, $350,000 to $390,000. Auction record, over $1 million. The final price depends on condition, grading, and collector demand. If you think you have one, get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC. Next up, the 1947 S. Lincoln Wheat penny is a cherished piece among numismatists, especially when it exhibits unique characteristics like a dark, almost black patina. But what determines its value in today's market? Let's delve into the factors that influence its worth. Minted in San Francisco, the 1947 S. penny had a production run of approximately 99 million coins. Despite this large mintage, certain features can make specific coins stand out to collectors. Coin's value. The S mint mark denotes its origin from the San Francisco Mint. While the standard 1947 S penny in circulated condition might fetch between 10 to 25 cents, the value increases with the coin's condition and unique attributes. A dark or black patina can result from natural oxidation over decades. While some collectors appreciate this unique appearance, others may prefer coins with their original luster. Therefore, the desirability and consequently the value of such a coin can vary among collectors. Professional grading significantly impacts a coin's market value. For instance, a 1947 S penny graded MS63, red-brown RB might be valued around 85 cents, while an MS65 RB could fetch approximately $2. Exceptional specimens graded MS67 red RD have been known to reach up to $205, such as the 1947 SS repunched mint mark. Add another layer of intrigue. Depending on the grade, these era coins have realized prices ranging from $69 to $552 at auctions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. See you and next time, happy collecting!